Anybody else? If not, Jeff's message here. What? You want to say that? I don't know why you're here, and you are?
Jeff. Oh, Jeff. Don't worry, nobody knows me.
She's the guy that sits in the little dark room.
Yeah. I didn't know Bobby when I first met him. I'd never heard any of the stories of Bobby when I first met him. I was doing video control in 1978 for Mr. Clair Higgins, doing a half triathlon at Malibu. And I preset all the cameras, everything was done, and I hadn't met Bobby because cameramen don't show up till all the work's done anyway. But I get ready to go, and this handheld camera that I worked on is out of back focus. So I asked the gentleman on the camera to back focus, and he goes, yeah, I did it. I said, well, you did it wrong. Would you mind doing it again? He goes, who is this? I go, video. He goes, oh, chump. I went, so I don't normally get in people's face, but I was kind of taken back by the attitude, and I told everybody I'd be off PL for a second, and I walked out to this camera position, and walked right up to him. I go, I don't know you, dude. What's the deal? Do we have to talk or something? What's going on? He goes, no, I'm just having a bad day. I said, well, you gotta kind of work together with me. This is my part of the show, you know? So he was like a real big, bad dude, tough guy, but he would melt also. And I think he was one of the most loving human beings I'd ever met, if you really get past that gruff exterior. And we weirdly bonded and became good friends, and I used to love seeing him on the show. I get a weird tickle inside, like this is going to be fun, or someone's going to get their butt kicked. And we complimented each other. I usually had papers and a lighter, and Bobby had, tea leaves. But my best story, I was trying to think of something that was typically Bobby that would just die, and I was having trouble remembering the director's name, but it came to me finally, or I was going to have to ask a couple people out here. It was a TWI shoot. It was golf. The director was Terry Jastro. I don't know if you guys know him. He's married to a beautiful, beautiful lady, and he was a rather strange person. He starred in a waltz across Texas. His parents paid for it. Anyway, he was obnoxious to everybody. Kenny Patterson was on this shoot. And he was screaming at Bobby. This is after a really long, remember when he called the Chiron ladies a certain name? Okay. Anyway, he's screaming at Bobby to go to the 18th fairway. And Bobby's showing him the 18th fairway. And he's going, God, Bobby, I want you on the 18th fairway. So Bobby now points the camera. The director's still yelling at him. Bobby sets the camera down, goes in front of the camera, looks at him and goes, and the director goes to Bill Lacey, who's the head of TWI, goes, Bill, he's telling me to, and Bill says, are you sure? And Bobby's, look at Bobby, and Bobby goes, like that. I'm dying. This is a major director at the time. So the director said something else to Bobby that I can't remember, but it really ticked him off because the headset came off and Bobby starts walking from the 18th fairway back to the truck. We had like 20 cameras, right? And you can hear the director, take 19, follow him, follow him. He's following him, and next one, take 17, and he's getting a little more nervous, Bobby's getting closer to the truck. Lock the truck! He locks the truck. Bobby comes up the truck, smacking on the door. The director's, I think he's going to cry. Bill Lacey goes out, calms Bobby down. At the end of the show, the director split. We never saw him around the crew at all. But if he had to be tough, he sure could. But to me, the memories I get is what a kick I had seeing him on the call sheet. Because, like I said, it wasn't going to be a normal show. And he was one hell of a cameraman. And you do not ever want to get in his shots. Oh my God. Oh, I had guys in the video pit crying. No, it's okay. That's right. No, he's like this with everyone. No, you did a good job. No, I love Bobby. He was a great guy underneath. Everybody, I think, that knows him knows he was full of love and a real professional all the way. Thank you.
Bobby and I work on many shows, and he's one of the iconic cameramen, like the Dave Hilmers and Mr. Plakosis and Mr. Bartlett. And the thing that those guys, and especially Bobby, brought to me was not a better show, but he made me a better director. And here's to Bobby.
Okay, well,